A story that feels familiar. Have you ever wondered and felt like the world of artificial intelligence is happening somewhere far away, inside those tiny labs of big corporate organizations, inside the minds of engineers who speak a language that we don't even understand? And we everyday people are just spectators, watching history being created or written along the sidelines. I know these feelings. I have spoken to thousands of people, teachers, students, artists, shop owners, parents who said just one thing: AI looks powerful, but it is not for me. For years, AI was locked behind complex math, expensive tools, and exclusive access. But what if I told you this wall isn't real anymore? And AI is no longer a distant dream or an elite technology. Today, generative AI is a bridge between imagination and reality, between I wish I could and I just did. This is not a story about AI taking over people. This is a story where people taking back the technology into their hands. Hey, my name is Pritam. I talk about generative AI and latest technologies and career coaching. I do have a YouTube channel, and recently I wrote a book, How to Demystify Generative AI for Everyday People. Let me break the myth. AI is not just for the coders. Let's start by breaking one of the biggest myths of all time. You need to be a coder to use AI or generative AI. No, you don't need actually. You don't need to write a single line of a code to harness the power of generative AI. All you need is your voice, your ideas, your creativity, and your curiosity to drive that technology with you. Think about how you used to access the internet in early 2000s. You had to be very little techie to get around, but today your grandmother can order groceries online. Your niece can create apps without writing even a single line of a code or even a YouTube video with just her phone. That's what exactly generative AI is right now. We are at a magical point where AI is shifting from complex to conversational. You talk to it, it creates. No gatekeepers, no fear, no code, nothing that sort of thing. Everyday people and extraordinary impact of generative AI. Let me paint a few pictures about a teacher in a rural village. She doesn't have access to fancy educational content, but with generative AI, she can create lessons plans in her local language. She can generate quizzes, designs, visuals, and build learning experience without hiring any costly resources. She just not teaching, she is transforming the education that is driving everyday's life of the people. A shopkeeper owner running a small business, he is not a marketeer. He doesn't need to know the SEO. But with AI, he can write powerful description about the product, engaging social media sites, and promotional emails. What once felt like a wall of technical jargon now is becoming a simple conversation. He is now competing, not just surviving anymore. And imagine a scenario: student with a big dream. She doesn't need investors. She doesn't have a team, but she has AI, the power in her hand. She uses it to brainstorm, build prototype, generate pitches, learn faster than ever before. AI has become her silent co-founder. That's the power of generative AI. And let me quote another example. A creator with a vision, no cameras, no expensive software, just one idea. And an AI tool that turns imaginations into cinematic stories, music, designs, or even animations. The same technology that once belonged to studios and corporations is now in the hands of individual people with just a laptop. This is real revolution not happening in the Silicon Valley, but in the living rooms, classrooms, small shops around the world. Treat AI without the intimidation. The biggest barrier is not the technology, it is the intimidation. The fear that says, I am not smart enough for this is the biggest challenge. But let me tell you something: generative AI isn't there to replace your intelligence. It is there to augment your intelligence and amplify it. You don't have to understand the math behind the large language models or generative AI models. You talk about Gemini, ChatGPTs, Claude of the world. You just need to talk to it, just like you don't have to understand how your car engine works to drive it. All you need to do is start your conversations. And what is stopping you to do that? When we strip away the fear, the jargon, the gatekeeping, something powerful happens. AI stops being a black box and becomes your co-pilot, co-partner. A co-partner for your ideas, your dreams, your growth. Everything is there as a weapon in your hands. Treat AI as a partner, not a threat. Let's be honest, when people say AI, many imagine robots replacing jobs, surveillance, or some fancy futures. But that's just one side of the story. A loud one, yes, but not the whole truth. The other side of the AI is deeply human. AI can help a single parent automate repetitive tasks or repetitive work so that they can spend more time with their child. AI can help a visually impaired students read, write, express their thoughts independently. AI can help farmers predict weather, manage crops, cycles, increase yield without needing a data scientist in the village. The story isn't AI versus human. The story is AI plus humans. When you become a pilot, AI becomes your engine. You can further go than you have ever imagined in your life with AI. The real mission is no one should be left behind. My mission with the book, Demystify Generative AI for Everyday People, is simple: to make no one is left behind in this revolutionary world. Because history has a pattern. Even every major technology started with a few and then spread to everybody. But AI is completely different. It is going fast at an insane speed. If we don't demystify it now, millions could be left behind. But if we bring it to everyone, teachers, students, shop owners, creators, dreamers, we just don't ride the AI wave. We shape it together. The future of AI isn't in the hands of few corporations or few peoples like coders. It is in our hand, your hand, mine hand. And you know what? Here's the best part. You don't need a PhD degree to use AI. You need just your ideas, imagination, and curiosity. Start by asking simple questions to Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude. Use AI to brainstorm your ideas, write emails, to automate repetitive tasks, to draft lesson plans or draft stories. Play with it like once you experimented with internet way back in early 2000s. In few months, you will realize something profound is happening. AI is not complicated. It is a collaborative effort because technology isn't powerful by itself. People who learn to use it wisely are, in fact. A new chapter for all of us. Generative AI should not be a privilege. It should be a possibility, not just for coders, not just for companies, but for every person with a dream. When we demystify AI, we do something extraordinary. We democratize power. We unlock creativity. We build a future where no one is left out. So the next time when someone tells AI is too complicated, just smile because you know AI doesn't belong to few. It belongs to all of us. If the message resonated with you, I just want to tell you and ask you to do one thing after watching this video. Go out there, experiment with one tool of your choice. Create something small because the moment you try, you have already taken first step into this amazing future. I am Pritam Sahu. This is my mission. My mission is to demystify AI and generative AI for everyday people. And thank you for watching.